Today I'm going to show you guys how to change a gas door on a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So let's get wrenching. Here we are in the back side of the 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, as you guys know, it's not only for the 15s, it can happen in the 16s, the 17s, and so beyond. Jeep's gas doors are really crappy because they make them out of plastic. And if you guys don't know about plastic, especially the little plastic rod that goes into that whole door to keep it from basically collapsing like it has. That is the pin that actually fell out, and I ordered a brand new one, and I'm going to show you guys that as soon as I show you guys how to get your gas door to open. So this is basically what I'm going to go ahead and do for you guys. I'm going to show you guys a little neat trick. There is another way, but I cannot show that legally because whoever owns one, it's in your user manual. You can go ahead and check that out for yourself. This way, if your door won't open and you can't get it, even though you press the button like me, I press the button, but the door doesn't open. I'm gonna teach you guys a neat trick. If you guys have another person with you that may have one of those little magnet long extension bars, really easy to use. It's just something small that you guys can put in your pocket that can extend, basically is all you really need. I'm gonna go ahead and use a broomstick, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot over to the GoPro right now. Here you are, guys. You're on my head. So this is what I'm gonna end up doing. This is your button right here. I'm gonna give you guys a little in more. So that is your button right here, and this is what we're gonna use. So we're gonna use the stick right here, and we're basically just going to push this door button to eject the gas door. So we're going to give it a little tug, and we're going to hold it there to keep the power on the door. And then as you guys just seen right there, the gas door did just open. So it's really easy as long as you use my little method there. You can use anything that you guys really can get your hands on, a long stick or whatever the case may be. I use behind here, we have a cover that covers the back side of the Jeep, and if you guys have one, you know what I'm talking about. I just use that when I pull into a gas station. I look funny as hell, but when your gas door is broken, what else can you do? So I went ahead and I held that button with it. I put my thumbnail right here and I pried the door open. Super duper easy to do. The part that you guys have to actually change out is this whole thing right here. So this is the door. Get it all. You even get a new sill that comes with it right here in the back, but you'll see that when I pull it out. And then this is going to be Mopar's part number. That's where I bought this from, directly from Mopar. I'll be linking the link down in the description down below so you guys don't have to look for it. It will be down there. Free information is always good to give out. Now we are currently at the door, and as you guys are going to see, there's this little lock ring here. You're going to go ahead and shimmy that guy off. That should pop out just like that. Now you have access to the rest of your gas door. I like to use plastic material all the time, especially when I'm working on parts that have paint on them. And as you guys can see, there's been some paint peel here from us trying to pry it open when it's, you know, caged closed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna put that one over there. And this piece is generally pretty damn easy to just pop right out. It's very, very easy. You want to be careful with this part because you need to reuse this part. This is what locks your door. Pretty simple. That's all you have to do is put the screwdriver here at the top of it, and you're just going to push it in. Avoid, you know, the little clips right there because you don't want to damage those. So then after you get that done, your little actuator here will come out. And that's a good thing. That's what you need. You need the actuator to come out from the gas door. Now these are super duper simple. As you can just get it in here. And that's all you have to do is just shove it right down. That way it's out of your way. It's no longer in your view. Now the next spot is, it's really simple on how to get these out. I'm not lying to y'all. I wouldn't lie. But I'm definitely gonna tell you, it is a pickle. The best thing to do is use some soap. Doesn't have to be anything really that well graded or whatever it may be. You're only gonna wet the outside of the ring out here. Don't get anything in your gas tank. That will really screw some stuff up. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna start prying her off from the sides a little bit because I want to get her loose enough for me to actually start putting the soap right there. Before we put soap here, I want to be able to get this off. The easy spot to do is you want to only try to avoid doing anything other than what I'm doing here, okay? Because you definitely don't want to ruin anything. You don't want to get hurt, definitely. So I'm going to find a weak point somewhere in here. Basically what you have to do is this whole thing here has to pull out. So if we don't pull this whole thing right here out, we're not going to be able to get the door out. And this is where the problem is right here. You guys can tell this thing is very loose. It's missing the pin that sits into it, which allows it to sit straight like this. That's the reason why we're actually trying to exchange it today. What I'm going to do now that I created a weak point, is we're going to go ahead and lube up this whole side of the ring right here. That way we can actually start tugging at this and it will pull right off. You want to make sure that you have enough lubrication on this part right here, ordinary, to pull it off. Let's go ahead. I'm going to show you how to do the rest. I want to interrupt this video, guys, to let you guys know if you are searching for mirrors, SumaProformance has your back. I'm going to show you how nice these mirrors are, and once I am able to get them on the road, I'm going to show you how well they will look right here on Tough Build Customs. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what they look like right now on the car. SumaProformance's brand new magnificent mirrors, blue tint, as well as a whole bunch of other packages. They do offer 3 stages of this mirror, and the first stage is a blinker with a defroster. Also, keep in mind, it is also blue tinted. This mirror right here is coated with Saran coated, so you don't have to worry about any water or any dust sticking to your mirror at all. This has a 360 point of view, so no more blind spot needed. This mirror has 2 other trims that come around with it. Is one a defroster, and the second one is going to be a blind spot monitoring system that you will have to wire into your vehicle. So now I'm going to show you what the difference is between their mirror and the OEM mirror. So as you guys can tell, the OEM mirror is very glary. You can't really see. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So let's go ahead and bring up mine, and you will see theirs. Once again, mine, and you will see theirs. So they have really nice mirrors. If you get them right now in the description down below, or click the link at the top of the video, you can save 10% off on these mirrors. So go ahead and take your time. Once again, thank you, SumaProformance, for allowing me to review these mirrors. This is the part. A lot of y'all probably like, man, that's a lot that you just put on there. But trust me, it's nearly not even enough. Because we're going to have to put more, because that's going to start dripping down. And how soap works, y'all don't know soap. It can leak down pretty far. Now that noise might be scary to you guys, but to be honest, you're just breaking the clips that are in it loose. That's all you're doing. Okay. So at this point, this is where I was saying that you're going to need the lube. Now, if you're replacing this, honestly, you don't need to do that. But if you are fixing it, you want to make sure it's lubed. Condom. We got her loose. So I'm going to make sure. There's also going to be a fuel drain hose where all your fuel is going to drain into if it ends up into this bowl right here. So typically you may have to disconnect that first. Now the last thing I need to do is I need to reach in there somehow and get that fuel drain line disconnected. Let me gain access to it. You're going to want to take off your wheel weld, 10mm, and a clip on. You're going to go underneath it right here, and you're going to see this hose that connects to your drain line. Now be really careful with this hose. Like I said, it connects to your drain line. You're going to reach up, and at this point you're just trying to make sure that this whole thing right here is going to clear. Air shielded out from in here, so that's a good thing. The other thing that we have to do is we have to keep in counter that there's this big old lump back here. So when you're pulling on it like this, when you're pulling on it, you're gonna feel it from underneath here. Basically, it's putting all the stress onto the neck, so you want to be careful with that. Your dual din door does come off, and it's only held on by these clips right here, so it does turn in and it does turn off. This thing should only go on one way, and that's how you fill it. So if you turn it, you're able to stick your door back on. Jeep got smart, and they did it so that this whole nozzle right here, the first cap hole, can actually turn off, and that way you're able to replace these. And the only reason why they did that is because they knew that they're building it out of plastic, and they knew that you're gonna eventually have to come to the dealer and get this done. But why go to a dealer? You're gonna waste thousands of dollars when you can easily do this stuff right at home. Don't take out anything that's in here. This is all to protect it. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna grab the new door. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a little bit of lubrication around this ring right here to go around the nozzle, okay? So even though that we took off the other part, doesn't mean that you're not gonna struggle putting it back on. You're still gonna have that little bit of struggle trying to put this back on. So soaping it up is probably gonna be your best bet there, and it's gonna be ways. But we're gonna go ahead and slide her in now, and basically what you want to do is the fuel nozzle, you want to take it and push it that way. So that way you have enough room to push that into that way. It's a lot, and not a lot of people on YouTube has even shown this part because, well, honestly, they edit it out. So I want to try to be a little different and where I'm not going to edit it out, so that way y'all can see it on the new one. Okay, now it's in now. So now you want to get your little actuator door here, and don't forget to plug back in your fuel drain hose, and that goes right on the back nipple that sticks into it. Waiter. We're gonna need this in 1 second. Slide the actuator through. Trust me, it can be a pickle trying to get this actuator to go into this groove, but I'm gonna try to pull on it a little bit just to make sure that it's in. And the last thing is, now you can fix the whole boot that goes around this to make sure that it's sealing properly. and then go ahead and push all your pins back in to the door. Put your actuator back, close your door, and see if it works. That's all you have to do. Then you're going to take your little ring, your little ring should sit just like that. Once it's on, it should be really, really hard to somewhat take it off. So that's your ring right there. Then you're going to clip your actuator door back in. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and close the door. Well, bam. There you have it, guys. That is how you change out a whole fuel door for a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee.